That is correct, traders. We made $846 in less than 12 hours. And the beauty of that whole thing is that we were actually sleeping through the process. We did not even do anything else, but we spent about 5 minutes preparing for that trade. And then we allowed a trading robot to go ahead and do all the heavy lifting for us. We did absolutely nothing but other than go to bed, wake up the next morning, and make sure that we've gone ahead and reviewed the trade and taken our profits. I'm going to show you the steps that we took. I'm going to show you the currency pairs, and I'm going to show the live trading account exactly how we took the profit. All of that right after this. Howdy traders, and welcome back. My name is Gary Fichardt, known to many as the FX Big Dog, and yes, we did a live trading session actually last night, and what we did was we set up the trade based on 2 currency pairs. We looked at, actually in fact, we looked at about 17 currency pairs, but there was only 2 of them that were sitting up with the best conditions, and it was the Euro New Zealand dollar, and we also traded the Euro Aussie. Now we made and I said to the traders in the live session yesterday, I said, I don't mind if I take a couple of losses. I know that's going to happen, but overall we're going to be making profit as long as we stick to the rules. And so what we did is we went ahead and we prepared the trades on these 2 currency pairs. We looked at the setups on the 4-hour time frame, and what we looked for was divergence. And if you don't know what divergence is, I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of what that looks like. But we waited for the conditions to line up based on divergence. And when the divergence was set up, which helps us to confirm a direction, we went ahead and deployed a trading robot that was on a 1-minute time frame. That is right, a 1-minute time frame. You think that's crazy, right? Too low of a time frame to trade? Well, not really. We traded, like I said, less than 12 hours, and we made a profit using the 1-minute time frame. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you the steps that we went through so you can get a good grasp on exactly what the details are. Now, if you did miss the training on the steps that I'm going to show you right now, there is a training video that I've got on YouTube. I'm going to make sure the link's available right here on the top right here, and you should be able to click on that and then get access to that video. And so please make sure that you go ahead and review that. Now, I'm also going to go at the end of the video. Please stick around. At the end of the video, I'm also going to give you a hot tip on a currency pair I believe is going to blow your mind. So check it out towards the end of the video, and I'll go ahead and share that information with you. Now, let's take a look at the trades that we did go ahead and place and made profit on, and how we did that, because this is how we're going to implement trades moving forward. Anytime that we do these type of live sessions, we'll be implementing the same sort of guidelines and rules around finding a trading opportunity. So with that being said, let's go ahead and check out what we did right here. So if you take a look at this is the MP4 trading platform. It is a live trading account. You can see right here. I'll move this across to the side right here. Oops, right there. Oh, there it goes. There you can see that it is a live trading account with a handle, right? So we've got the live trading account going right here. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is show you the trades that we took place. You can see here this is a Euro Aussie dollar, and then we have the Euro New Zealand dollar. Both of them being on a 1-minute time frame. And you can see here as we entered the market right here, this is where we entered the market right there. We had multiple trades. You can see we had multiple trades right here. There was the other trade right there. Looked like we picked up another trade here. We picked up another trade about here. So there was 1, 2, 3. I believe there was 4 trades on the Euro Aussie dollar. Now, just so that you know, and to be clear, I don't want to make sure, I don't want to make this sound like everything is just with a red rolled carpet and everything went perfectly according to plan. Obviously, there were some losses, right? And this is what I see right here. Initially on the Euro Aussie, we did pick up some losses right here. There's the losses that you can see right here initially. So we picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we had 5 positions in that took a loss. All right, so we took some losses right here. But then we kept it rolling. And eventually then towards the early parts of the European session, we started getting some trades firing off. And you can see right here, the trades started firing off and gave us some good returns right here. Here it is, and we can see it started off around about, let me just get another color right here. It started over here. All right, there it is there. So we picked up some profits on the Euro Aussie, and let me see how many trades it was there. There it is there. So those are the trades that we picked up on the Euro Aussie, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there were 5 trades there. So we took 5 initial losses. All right, those are 5 initial losses right here. We put negative. Then we took 5 positive trades. And then we had the Euro New Zealand dollar had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as well. We have 5 trades in that. And that was a +5 right there. All right. So this is how we played it out. So those are the 2 currency pairs. You can see the entry point right here that we entered on, going long, and then we went ahead and took our profit right here as the market started pulling back. So, the reason why I'm showing you this is because a lot of times we get traders that go ahead and say, yeah, big dog, how did you pick the top, and why did you decide to get out at that point, and it looks like you just, cherry picking the tops and bottoms. But I'm actually showing you what the live account looks like right here. So we went ahead and we got in at the bottom right here, and we took profit right here at the top. And I'm going to explain to you why we took profit on that as well. Right? Now, if you go ahead and take a look over here under the next detail, which is the New Zealand, we did very much the similar thing right here. All right? We went ahead and we placed the trades in. And as you can see right here, we not only placed the trades in, but we managed to go ahead and profit. Let me clear that up. We managed to go ahead and profit as well right here at the top. Right there at the top. You can see it here. And traders, a lot of times when we're getting in the Asian trading session, you can go ahead and trade it through the European session and then go ahead and take a profit as you go into the New York session. Because as the New York session starts heading towards the mid, or at least the mid-afternoon, around about 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, then the London trading session has already started closing down. All right, it's closed down, so we have a very small portion of the market still open, and the volatility is not as great. So looking to close your trades out just after the European session is not a bad idea. All right. So anyways, here we go. Here we got in over here, we got in over there. We actually got a price in here. That was the initial price. Then we got in another one here, and I believe another one got in right here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entry points, and we closed them all up here at the top. All right, close them all at the top. There you can see those are the trades that we implemented right here, and we ended up closing out. Now, I said that we managed to profit this in less than 12 hours, right? I want to go ahead and show you something right here. Take a look at the time that we implemented this right here. We started off at our first trade triggered at 9:20. This is 21. Sorry, let me take a look here. 21. 9:023, and then we ended up. That's the closing price. I must look at the opening price. Opening price was here. My bad. I'm looking at the closing price. So here's the opening price right here. So the opening price started at 4:16 in the morning, right? Now that's broker time. 4:16 is broker time. My broker's 7 hours ahead. So that would be 9:16 Eastern Standard Time. So that'll be in the evening, 9:16 in the evening Eastern Standard Time, because my broker is 7 hours ahead. So we started trading right about there, and yes, we took some losses. So we started trading at let's call it 9:16. That's in the evening, right, PM. And we ended up closing out our positions. All of our positions closed out at, let's take a look at the time it closed out right here. Some closed out at that time. That was a little early. So these trades right here look like they were only about 4 hours in a trade. That took about 4 hours, all right? And then we started firing with these trades. These trades started at 16:30. Look at that time there, 16:39. So that would be, again, 7 hours behind that. That'll put me at 9:39. So 9:39 in the morning, right? So 9:39 a.m. is when we started getting trades actually. So we had these trades, these first bunch of trades here with the Euro Aussie. We had that fire off. That took us 4 hours, and then we got stopped out of that. And then at 9:39, we got into these trades, And take a look how quickly we got in and out. In fact, sorry, that was actually when we got out of trades. My bad. So this is the trade right here we got in. Oh, there it is there. So 10:46, which will be 3:46. So 3:46 is when our first trade came in. All right. So let me say that again. So at 9:16 p.m. we started trading right here. We picked up 5 trades. They closed out with a negative, and that was over a 4-hour period. Then at 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time, we picked up additional 10 trades, 5 on the Aussie and 5 on the Euro New Zealand dollar in different intervals, right? But we started with our first trade at 3:46, and that played out and profited. All right, we profited that in 6 hours. 6 hours we managed to take a profit. So we ended up losing about 0.45%, right? We lost 0.45% in the first 4 hours based on those 5 Euro Aussie trades. But then we picked up a total net profit of I believe it was 2.69, somewhere around there, 69. So if we add that on, that means we made over 3% profit rate of return, over 3% in just 6 hours. And I want to say this, those 6 hours we were sleeping through. We did not even pay attention to what's going on in the market. We had already set everything up, and we traded that, and we were sleeping through that 6 hours. So we picked up 3%, over 3%, not just 3, over 3% in 6 hours while we're sleeping. All right. So how did we do all of this? How did this all come to play? All right, check this out. Okay. This is how we did it. We went to the euro. This is the euro New Zealand dollar 4-hour time frame. And so what we did is we looked for what we call missed targets. And so here you can see there's a missed target up here at 1.8686. We also have a missed target down here. But the reason why we decided to go ahead and buy here because we saw divergence. Divergence means this. Let me explain this. I've done this before in a couple of classes, so let me explain this again. We have, when price is moving lower right here, but your oscillator is moving higher, all right, this indicates that price wants to rally, all right. Now, we already came in late on this because you can see here the market rallied up already. The reason why we decided to buy in here is because notice that price had come back and retested the break of that trend line. So we were at this level right here. So we actually had divergence happening a few days before, but because we came back and retested the back side of the trend line, we chose to go ahead and continue to buy on this going long. That's how we picked up the Euro New Zealand dollar trade. All right. Now, let's go take a look at the other trade. The other trade is going to be on the Euro Aussie dollar. And let me go ahead and pull this up. And this is no different. All right. Here is the Euro Aussie 4-hour time frame. Now, take a look right here. We have a missed target up here. We have a we have an unhit target right here. And we have a missed target from last month right about here. Now, as price started to take a look right here again, as price goes ahead and creates this divergence, here is divergence. Let me go ahead and use this. You can see that price right here started forming lower lows, right? There's lower lows, but the oscillator started moving higher. And because the oscillator started moving higher, we had divergence, which means that price is going to start working its way back up. Now, if you take a downward trend line, which we did right here, we noticed that price had moved through the trend line, came back to retest, found support right here, and so we started buying based off this. All right, we started buying based off that. All right, and as we went up to the upside, I decided coming into the US trading session, I went down to a 1 hour time frame. Okay, And when I went to a 1 hour time frame, this is what I saw, and this what made me make a decision to go ahead and close out. Because as you take a look over here, just like you can have divergence giving you signals to buy, you can also have divergence or convergence to give you a confirmation that price is actually looking to or at least not the price, but the pattern starting to tell you to get out of the market as well. So as you take a look over here, notice here on the Aussie, this is the Euro Aussie, 1 hour time frame. Notice that we have price moving higher. There's a high, here's a high. So price is moving higher. But take a look over here. See how the oscillator is moving lower? So when price goes ahead and takes out the previous high, we head into a new high. We're now looking at the oscillator, and if the oscillator is starting to point in the opposite direction, guess what? We're going to start thinking about taking profit, because now we have in divergence confirming that we have resistance and price is now going to move down. That's the reason why we ended up taking some profit. All right, and the same thing happened here on the euro. Let's go take a look right here. The euro New Zealand dollar. And we go to the euro New Zealand dollar and also take a look at the 1 hour time frame. And you could see divergence taking place in the US trading session. But take a look right here. Can you see right here at the top? Can you see how price moves up higher? Now we have and this wasn't as sharp, all right? But you can see right here we have the oscillator moving down, price moving higher, all right? And for that reason, made a decision that I'm going to get the heck out of Dodge, all right? Going to get out of the trade, get the heck out of Dodge, take my profit, and just get out, all right? We made good money. We made over 3% return, all right, based on that morning session, and we netted about 2.69% overall on all the positions, even with the losers as well. And that was good. That's a good rate of return on just a few hours in the market. And also, the beauty of the whole thing, like I said, we're completely sleeping. We did not even pay attention. We set everything up in the Asian trading session, and we profited throughout the night with using the trading robot. Now, what is the trading robot? Let me show you what that looks like right now. All right. The trading robot is this right here. All right. This is the trading robot that we're going to be using for our system. It's called Right Trader Max. And Right Trader Max has all the functions that we want to go ahead and use inside here that's going to allow us to go ahead and set and forget. We can set certain levels of resistance and support that we want to trade above or below. We can go ahead and set the confirmation time frame that we're looking at. We can set how many trading lots that we want to trade, what's the maximum risk we want to go ahead and implement. And just by the way, I traded with 0.1% on that trade. I normally go with around about 0.25%. So I went a little bit more than a half, less than a half of what I normally do. I actually went ahead and traded this time 0.1%. I normally do 0.25%. If that was the case, I would have made an extra 60 or 70% more on my return. So where I made, let's call it 3% return, I could have made easily close to 7 to 8% return just in a matter of 5 hours. Well, actually 6 hours. 6 hours. So we could have done that easily in 6 hours and made ourselves easily around about call it 6-7% return. All right, easy. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look. Now, what we did is we were very particular about the trading setup that we're looking for. Now, we used this trading robot. We identified our setup. We went ahead and deployed it, and it did all the heavy lifting for us. It did everything we want to go ahead and do. All right, and this is the profit that we generated here. You can see down below. This is the trading account. This is all the profit that was generated, $843, which is equivalent to 2.69% or so return on your investment over a few hours. Now, I did say to you that I'm going to go ahead and give you a hot tip on a currency pair that I think is going to absolutely blow. Let's take a look and see what that looks like right here. All right. So I'm going to go into, let's see here. I'm going to go into my charts. All right. I'm going to do this. Just clear us up. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. This pair that we're talking about is called the Swiss JPY. Okay, Swiss JPY. Now, on the Swiss JPY, what we're going to look for on this is the following. And I apologize, my camera maybe had gone off earlier on. The Swiss JPY, you want to check this out right here. I'm going to move this to a daily time frame. I want to show you a couple of things right here. All right. I'm going to just shut that off. So you're just seeing the candles right now. Now I'm going to compress it. All right. I'm going to compress it to a point where we can see some information right here that I want to look at. So this is the deal. Right here, we can see that, and let me go to, actually this is good enough right here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some information right here. This information is very important. Check this out. I'm going to go ahead and draw in a fib from the low to the high right here. Notice how price goes all the way up here to the 1.618. It trades slightly higher, and then goes ahead and creates now a new, what we call a new AB boundary. All right. Now we've got a new AB boundary. Now what's happening is price moves in waves. All right. If you didn't know that, price moves in waves, and it's normally in a 5-wave sequence, and then we head into what we call an ABC correction. Now, when we go into this 5-wave sequence, we normally have wave 2 and wave 4 that is somewhat a corrective wave, and wave 4 is typically the ranging wave, all right? And that's what we're in right now. So we're in a consolidative wave of this 5-wave sequence. And if we are in this 5-wave sequence and we're in that 4th wave, then this is what it looks like right here. I'm going to go ahead and label it. This is wave 1. This is 2, 3 up here. This is 4, and 5 is going to be up here at the 1.27, right about here. All right, we're looking for price to go up to around about there. So what I'm seeing here on the daily is I'm looking for price to go ahead and move out of this range. Now, normally the wave 1 becomes the support level, and so wave 3 becomes the resistance right there. So we've got this sort of consolidation. All right, now check this out. At the moment right now, notice how wave 1 becomes a support and how we've closed out with an indecision candle right here. So price rallied up, comes back down, doesn't take out the low, and we're starting to see, we're seeing indecision right here with a nice little wick to the downside. All right, now, if I look at this right here, I don't see divergence. All right, I don't. Let's be clear on that. There is no divergence here. There's no divergence because the oscillator is moving up and price is also moving up right here. So we don't have divergence. But we're at a key level of support. So what do you think the next move is going to be for this pair? If this pair moves between the tops and bottoms of ranges and eventually is looking to break out to the upside of the range, then we should be expecting that price is going to hold at the support and start rallying up, right? So this is the deal. If that's going to be the case, then what we need to do is we need to start thinking bullish, right? We need to start thinking bullish. And we're going to be bullish all the way to the top of the range, which is all the way up here. There's a 342 pip opportunity for you on the Swiss JPY. But that's not it. We're going to break through this level, and we're going to go all the way to the 1.27 fib extension, which is all the way up here, and that gives us what? 461 pips. 461 pips. Listen, traders, we made 1,269 pips net in less than 6 hours, or within less than 12 hours, which was actually made in 6 hours. Now, the deal is this. If this is offering us an opportunity of about 461 pips, just imagine if you add on multiple positions, how much profit you can make as the market goes up to that level. So we could be looking to buy only on that going long. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and look at my right trader max setup right here. Now, I'm not trading divergent. This is not divergent, but I'm going to go ahead and take a look right here. And I'm going to flip it over to different time frames. I'm going to go to the 1 hour time frame. I'm going to look at the 1 hour time frame right here, and I'm going to say, you know what? I'm not quite bullish yet on the 1 hour time frame. but I certainly would be interested in going ahead and buying long once that signal goes and confirms. Now I could look at the 15-minute time frame. Now the 15-minute time frame may be a little bit more conservative, but it may give you the opportunity that you're looking for. All right. So check this out. On the 15-minute time frame, I don't have the blue line confirmed yet. Now, if I go ahead and use the 15-minute time frame and I trade that going long, I would be able to get in here, place my stop losses behind the 15-minute signal, and trade all the signals going long. Because right now, traders, if we break through this resistance right here, we're off to the races. And so if I can get my trade in and get it in pretty tight, maybe below the lows right here, and allow the market to move north, I think we're going to be pretty good. If you look at the daily time frame and you see how the daily time frame is closed out with that indecision right here, I think we're pretty solid looking for an opportunity to go long. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and trade this with my live trading account. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up over here, pull my live trading account in. I'm going to pull in the Swiss JPY. I'm going to open up a new chart right here, and I'm going to go ahead and this is my indicator. I've got an indicator on this too. Nope, I don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on my rate traded max right here, and I'm going to look through my settings, and I'm going to say to myself, I want to go ahead and trade the 1 hour. We call it a gear up trading approach. I'm going to go with a gear up. Actually, in fact, let's do. I'm going to do a gear up, and then I have a gear down. Let's see here. Let me check out my gear down trading approach right here. So I'm going to look at the settings on the gear down. The gear down, I only want to buy, right? I only want to buy, and now I want to buy above what level? Let's take a look right here. I want to buy above that level. So that's the low right there, 110.51. I'm good with that, right? I want to stay above that level, and I want to buy above 110.51. So I'm going to put in my EA right here. I want to buy above 110.51. So 110. Okay, let's do it this way. 110.51. And I just need my 1 hour time frame to confirm that I'm above that level, and I'm happy with that. So if I can get a close on the 1 hour time frame to close above that, I'm going to be quite happy to trade and go long. So I'm going to go ahead and say use just the 1 hour time frame, and then I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to use, let's say, let's go with 0.1%. So I'm going to keep it conservative, right? We're not trying to become rich overnight. And I'm going to go with a let's see here. I'm going to do 0.5% is my maximum risk. So 0.5%, 0.5% is going to be my max risk. And I'm going to go ahead and use my fractals on a 15-minute time frame. I'm going to be a little bit conservative on the fractal stops. I'm going to, let's see here. I'm going to, let's see here. Place my 15-minute fractals, stop loss ratio, 3-to-1 risk ratio, that's fine. I'm going to look to trade the lower time frame, which is the 15-minute time frame. That's perfect. I want to be a little bit more aggressive on my entry points. So I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive on my add-on positions right here. And I'm going to trade from about, let's say from, I'm going to start off at, let's say, 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. You know what? Let's go 2 o'clock. So from 2 o'clock Eastern Standard, actually, you know what? I don't really care what time. As long as it goes bullish, I'm going to go ahead and trade it. I don't care what time that is. So I'm not going to switch on the timing. Let's see here. Higher. Let's go lower. Right, there it is. Okay, perfect. All right, I've got everything I need here that I want to go ahead and trade. Let's see here. Let's just reconfirm that. Perfect. All right, good. Everything's good here. So I'm going to go ahead and deploy this. Now, this trading robot is going to go ahead and put me, well, it looks like it's going ahead and put me in here. Let me see what I've done. Oh, this is the 1 hour. Here's the 15 right here. All right, we're already bullish. So the conditions are already bullish right here, and that's why we're in on a trade. So I'm already in on a trade. Check out my stop loss right here. My stop loss is placed at this level. It's a fixed stop loss at 110.91. So let's get 110.91, which is down here. It's very tight. There it is there. All right, there's the trade right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this. I'm going to go ahead and make that a little thicker. You know, let's do this. Let's not make it thicker. Let's make it thinner, but I want to make it dotted right here. And let's give it a name. And we're just going to call it stop loss. All right, there we go. Stop loss. That's it. Boom, done. You know what? Actually, let's do this. Let's go stop loss fixed. Just make sure it's fixed stop. All right, there we go. All right, so this is where the stop loss is. My profit target is set at a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, which means 111.79 is going to be my profit taking area. So I'm looking for price to go all the way up to that level. It's calculated my lot sizes. I'm in on the trade. It's going to now go ahead and tell me that there it is. I've got one trade in on this. I'm down at the moment right now for 4.5 pips, which is the risk is 0.02%. All right, I'm good to go. Everything's rock and rolling. I'm going to let it go and see how the trade plays out. So tomorrow morning we'll go ahead and check out and see how it is. But I probably want to go ahead and trade, and maybe what I can do is add that in there. I want to go ahead and trade this all the way up to the top, and possibly look for price to go ahead and chase after about 114.40. But also I probably want to go ahead and continue to trade this all the way up here to about 115.84. So maybe I'll let this thing ride all the way up to 115.84, and then at that point go ahead and take my profit. All right, we'll see what happens when price gets up here to about this level at about 114.33, and we'll make some trading decisions at that point there as well. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up the setup. That's how we're going to go ahead and trade the Swiss JPY. We'll see how things plan out over the next few hours as we go to bed, sleep it off, wake up the next morning, take a look and see where we're at. All right, and what we can do as well at that point, we can go ahead and start moving our stop losses. We can actually go ahead and implement a trading stop losses based on moving averages. So we can also use trading stop losses once price goes ahead and moves into what we call our safe zone, and then we can go ahead and start implementing a trading stop loss to start protecting and locking in our profits. All right, traders, well, hopefully you learned something from that. And yeah, check out our videos. I'm going to show you the videos at the end of this video, exactly the two things that the two videos that we put together. The one video was the training on how we use divergence with Right Trader Max, and then of course the other part is the live session we had last night. I'm going to go ahead and show you that video as well and give you access to that video, and you'll be able to see exactly what we did on that trade. So with that being said, have a fantastic afternoon, have a fantastic evening. Depends, of course, where you are in the world, and I'll see you back in the next video. This is FX Big Dog signing off.